Imagine if you could take the very best of NBA history, the unparalleled athleticism, the killer instinct, the dazzling handles, and the unshakable leadership, and combine them into one ultimate basketball player. What would that player look like? Who would make the cut? Well, today we're diving deep into this thought experiment, taking 28 key traits and matching them with the NBA superstars who best embody them. The only catch, you can only use a player once for a single skill. So let's build the ultimate NBA player, one legendary attribute at a time. For athleticism, we have LeBron James. Standing at 6'8" and 250 pounds, LeBron defies physics. He's as fast as the quickest guards and as powerful as the strongest centers. His ability to accelerate in transition, elevate above defenders, and outlast opponents over a 20-plus year career solidifies him as one of the most athletic players the NBA has ever seen. Think about his iconic chase down blocks or his ability to finish through contact at the rim. It's not just the athleticism, it's the dominance in motion. At shot blocking, we have Bill Russell. Russell's impact on the defensive end was unmatched, and shot blocking was his crown jewel. Though blocks weren't officially recorded during his era, estimates place his average at a staggering 6 per game. What made Russell special wasn't just rejecting shots, but also controlling them. He blocked the ball to teammates to ignite fast breaks, turning defense into offense like no other. At clutch, we have Jerry West, who earned his nickname for a good reason. His 60-foot buzzer beater in the 1970 NBA Finals is the stuff of legends. But it wasn't just one shot. West consistently delivered in high-pressure moments, often putting the team on his back. If there was one game to be won, you'd want the ball in Jerry West's hands. And at the end of the day, he's the logo, and that means something. For court vision, we have Steve Nash. Nash didn't just see the court, he saw the future. His ability to anticipate defensive rotations and thread impossible passes turned the Phoenix Suns into an offensive juggernaut. Whether it was a behind-the-back bounce pass or a perfectly timed lob, Nash's vision made his teammates better and redefined point guard play in the modern era. Speaking of the modern era, we like Jason Kidd's creativity. Kidd played the game like an artist. He brought creativity to every play, from his flashy no-look passes to his ability to improvise in the moment. Kidd's flair wasn't just for show, it was a functional part of his game that left defenses guessing and his teammates thriving. For a crossover, we have none other than Allen Iverson. Iverson's crossover wasn't just a move, it was a weapon. The moment he crossed up Michael Jordan as a rookie, he cemented himself as the king of the crossover. Iverson's quickness and precision allowed him to break ankles and create space like no one else, redefining what it meant to have a killer handle. At defensive rebounding, we've gone with Dennis Rodman. No one pursued rebounds with more intensity than the Worm. He had an uncanny ability to predict where the ball would land, outworking and outpositioning bigger opponents. His tenacity on the boards made him a defensive anchor and a key piece of a championship team. He also led the league in rebounds on multiple occasions. For our handle, we have none other than Kyrie Irving. Irving's handle is simply a thing of beauty. His dribbling isn't just about control, it's all about deception. Kyrie uses his dribble to manipulate defenders, creating space for himself and his teammates. From his dazzling layups to his ankle-breaking crossovers, Kyrie's ball handling artistry is absolutely second to none. Dunking was difficult, but we went with Julius Erving. Dr. J didn't just dunk, he soared. His free throw line dunk in the 1976 slam dunk contest is still one of the most iconic moments in NBA history. Whether it was in transition over defenders, Julius Erving made dunking an art form, inspiring generations of players to take flight that came after him. For durability, we went with Robert Parrish. Parrish was the epitome of longevity. Over a 21-year career, the Chief played at least 72 games in all but one season. His ability to stay healthy and productive well into his 40s makes him the benchmark for durability in the NBA, maybe only outside of LeBron James. Kobe Bryant is here for footwork. Kobe's footwork was simply pure poetry. Every pivot, jab step and fadeaway was executed with precision, allowing him to create space and score from anywhere on the court. Kobe's dedication to mastering his craft made his footwork foundational, part of his scoring arsenal and simply unstoppable when he had it going. For free throw shooting, we have underrated Cavs legend Mark Price. Price's free throw shooting was as reliable as it gets. With a career percentage of 90.4, Price's consistency at the line gave his team a crucial edge in close games. His flawless mechanics set the standard for great free throw shooters, especially from the guard position. For interior defense, it was an easy choice with Hakeem Olajuwon. Olajuwon's defensive dominance in the paint was unmatched. His timing, agility, and basketball IQ made him a nightmare for opposing big men. Whether it was blocking shots or altering them, Hakeem's presence in the paint was a game changer for the Rockets, who went on to win 2 championships under his stewardness. At jumping, we have David Thompson, nicknamed Skywalker. Thompson's 48-inch vertical and explosive athleticism made him a human highlight reel. His ability to elevate above the rim, combined with his smooth finishing, set him apart as one of the greatest leapers the game has ever seen. You probably guessed this one, but Michael Jordan makes the cut for Killer Instinct. No one had a greater will to win than MJ. His killer instinct was legendary, from his game-winning shots to his refusal to let opponents breathe. MJ didn't just play to win, he played to dominate, and his relentless mentality defined his greatness. Leadership was an interesting one, but we went with Tim Duncan. The big fundamental led by example, setting the tone for one of the most successful franchises and dynasties in NBA history. His calm demeanor, work ethic, and willingness to mentor younger players made him the ultimate leader. Without Duncan, the Spurs dynasty simply wouldn't exist, and him taking pay cuts also helped his cause. At trash talking, we have Larry Bird. Bird's trash talking was as sharp as his shooting. Whether it was calling his shots or roasting opponents mid-game, Bird's words got in his rivals' heads. His confidence and swagger made him a psychological weapon on the floor. Offensive rebounding, you have to have Moses Malone. Malone's dominance on the offensive glass was historic and still talked about to this day. His ability to track the ball and outwork opponents made him the all-time leader in offensive rebounds. Malone's second chance points were a key part of his overall offensive arsenal. For outlet passing, we have Bill Walton. Walton's outlet passing was a thing of beauty. His ability to grab a rebound and immediately find an open teammate in transition was unmatched. It also set the trend for other great outlet passers in generations that came after, like Kevin Love, and Walton's skills as a fast break passer were an art form in an era where it wasn't really common. There were a lot of names to choose from, but John Stockton comes in for passing. Stockton's 15,806 career assists are a testament to his mastery as a passer. Stockton's ability to find teammates in perfect scoring positions made him the engine of the Utah Jazz's offense for nearly 2 decades. For perimeter defense, we went with Gary Payton, aka The Glove, who was a menace defensively. His ability to lock down opposing guards, combined with his trash talking, made him the best perimeter defender in NBA history. If you faced Payton, you knew you were in for a long night. At post moves, we have Kevin McHale, whose moves were a masterclass in footwork and finesse. From up and unders to fadeaways, McHale had an endless arsenal of moves to score in the paint. He's the gold standard for post-play fundamentals, and it's a shame we don't see more of it in the NBA today. For sheer power, we have Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq was a force of nature. His sheer size and strength allowed him to overpower anyone in his path. From breaking backboards to dominating the paint, Shaq's physicality made him one of the most unstoppable players in NBA history, if not the most unstoppable. At shooting, there's no other than Steph Curry. Curry's shooting has simply changed the game, and there's no way around it. With his unlimited range and quick release, Curry redefined what was possible from beyond the arc. His influence extends beyond the stats, as he's inspired a generation of players to prioritize shooting. At slashing ability, we have Heat legend Dwayne Wade. Wade's ability to slash to the rim was unparalleled, especially in his prime. His quick first step, agility, and finishing ability made him a constant threat in the lane. Wade's relentless drive puts pressure on defenses like few others could, and it's a shame he never picked up an MVP for it. For speed, we have Tiny Archibald. Archibald's speed was legendary at a time when not anyone was as fast as he was. His quickness allowed him to blow past defenders, and his ability to maintain control at high speeds made him a nightmare to guard. He's the prototype for fast attacking guards that we see in the NBA every single night. For steals, we have Chris Paul. CP3's defensive instincts and quick hands make him one of the greatest thieves in NBA history. Chris Paul's ability to read passing lanes and pick pockets has been a staple of his future Hall of Fame career, and he's led the league in steals on multiple occasions. Last but not least, we have Magic Johnson for versatility. Magic's versatility was unparalleled during his era. From playing point guard to stepping in as center during the 1980 NBA Finals, Magic could simply do it all. His ability to excel in any role made him one of the most unique talents the game has ever seen. And there it is, the ultimate NBA player, built from the greatest talents the game has ever seen. Which attributes would you change, and who else deserves a spot, or did we miss anyone on the list? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more upcoming videos and NBA content. My name is Damian Peters, this is Basketball Network. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.